Ah, yes. Wife.
何をしている?
Kal'tsit is one of the important character in Arknights. She is one of the top executive in Rhodes Island. Founding member, Amiya's mentor, and the leader of the Rhodes medical projects. She is the big boss of Rhodes Island, that knows many secrets and history of terror. In today's video, we will talk more about Kal'tsit and her story in Arknights. If you have already watched my A Walk in the Dust story video, you should have known a little about Kal'tsit, a strict woman with a mysterious background. She is implied to be immortal, or at least have a very, very long lifespan. In the A Walk in the Dust event, one of the NPC there mentioned that he once saw Kal'tsit in a great conquest towards Terra's southern area, around 1,000 years ago. But it's still pretty vague, so let's talk about Kal'tsit before she joins Rhodes Island. Before founding Rhodes Island, she travels across Terra, from Sargon arid desert to Ursus cold tundra. Accompanying her is a giant skeletal monster. Currently there's no exact info regarding this monster, but it is implied that Kal'tsit and monster understands and need each other. But what is exactly her goal? She wants simply answer her goal and reasons to stopping war and preventing large-scale originium infection across Terra. During her travel, she shows a vast knowledge about the area she's currently in, from geography, political and military affairs, and even a secret that only a few people in that area would know. She once prevented an originium device prototype to fall into a wrong hand that can cause massive destruction in Sargon. And then to Ursus, where she studies the Chernobog sarcophagus that have the potentials to become the energy source for the city, but also can be used for weaponization. At one point, she goes to a party in Victoria to receive a letter from her friend. The letter was from Theresa, the king of Sarcas from Kasdal. Theresa told her that she found a ruins that match her description. It was believed that the ruins they mentioned is the Rhodes Island landship. And from here, we witness the birth of Rhodes Island and the start of Darknights Memoir event. During the time in the Darknights Memoir, Kal'tsit was helping Theresa and their organization, Babel, providing support to unite the Sarcas in a civil war between Theresa and her brother in Kasdal. And there, Kal'tsit worked with us, the pre-amnesia doctor. She knows the doctor quite well and expressed hostility towards us because the pre-amnesia doctor was mentioned to be a ruthless strategist. And then at one point, Theresa was murdered, in which the doctor was believed to be involved and heavily injured from that unknown incident. Doctor's involvement caused Kal'tsit to begin hating us, and had it not been for Theresa's wish, she would have already killed us for revenge. But instead, she takes the heavily injured doctor inside the sarcophagus in Chernobog that will mysteriously heal all of Doctor's injuries, but also erasing Doctor's memory. After Babel's fall, Kal'tsit then lead the Rhodes Island landship and mentor Amiya, who was believed to be Theresa's successor. Before her death, Theresa left a letter for Kal'tsit. Theresa wanted Rhodes Island to become a place Kal'tsit name home, and wished her the best for her next journey with Rhodes Island. This is the reason why her place of birth is Rhodes Island, and with only 3 years of combat experience. Because she feels to be reborn after she found Rhodes Island, and now have a place to call home, and companion with the same goals. Entering the main storyline, Kal'tsit is now acting as the de facto leader of Rhodes Island. She plays a major role in the story, especially during the Rhodes Island reunion conflict. She agrees with Amiya's plan to retrieve Doctor from Sarcophagus, and to let the Doctor become Rhodes Island commanding officer. She convinced Wei Yenwu to let Rhodes assist Lungman in the reunion invasion, and then leading a team to Chernobog to stop it from colliding with Lungman. She, with Amiya, the Doctor and the others, confronts many reunion forces, including Patriot. After dealing with Patriot, Kal'tsit and Doctor then heads to the sarcophagus, where they found the transformed Mephisto. After taking care of Mephisto and shutting down the sarcophagus power core, the doctors suddenly remember the name Priestess. Kal'tsit genuinely surprised by this, but didn't answer any of the doctor's questions, and proceed to Amiya's location. After Amiya defeated Tallulah, she collapsed from exhaustion and excessive use of her arts. To save her, Kal'tsit transfused the doctor's blood to Amiya and managed to stabilize her condition. But Kal'tsit tells us to not talk about this and keep it a secret. Few weeks later, after a union disbanded, she then taking care some other things, like listing the operators that was killed in Chernobog, and preparing for anything that Rhodes Island will fight in the future. Kal'tsit is definitely an interesting and mysterious character, with a vast knowledge of Terra's history and secrets. Although she initially doesn't like us the Doctor, but for Rhodes Island future, and believing that the Doctor can change, she will trust us, and even wish to protect our own wishes. Sounds like a true wife material. That should be all. Adios.